acting like they know me, cause I'm going big, going big.
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Let's go. Switch.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down, Dixon. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Throwing on first down, Dixon. And Diggs has it. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now it's Mixon running right. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off-play action. Dixon. Dancing to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas, but it's going to be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Check 52's the mic. You might be getting tired of seeing me. 52's the mic right here over there.
Throwing again on second and 10. Dixon eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And out of bounds right around the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with the new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's pick it up. It's our time.
Operating from the gun, Dixon. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, it's Love. It's a room to maneuver. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Bryce Love, 77 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 37, check 30.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Now the
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Dixon. Flushed out right. He finds Roberts complete. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Joe Mixon. They find some open field here. The 20, 10, touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Bryce Love with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Niners 14, Redskins 7. Michael Badgley set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken short.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Dixon. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
Mike 51. No. Red 80.
On 1st down, here's Love. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce them, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. This a quick pass to Davis. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second down, Love. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Bryce Love on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Dixon. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 10-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Love. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On first down, it's Love. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Watch the out. X3. 218. Chop.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. It's caught by Davis. 18 yards, first down Niners. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. They'll run on first down. Love. 20. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Bryce Love on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. I'm coming for you. You mine. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. I got one. Hey, Mike 52. Let it go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
On first down. Boom. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
A good spot to throw, and indeed they'll come out with 4 wide receivers here on 2nd and inches.
Mike 55, Mike 50. Eat. Pick it up.
A final shot before break. Dixon. It's complete to Diggs. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run again with Love on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll run with Love. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. On third down, here's Love. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Back to throw. Dixon. Roberts got it. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
On first down, Dixon. It's caught by Roberts. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Mixon will try the right side. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 24, check 24. Check.
Once again, they run with Mixon. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. It'll be Love to try and get the first, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now a play fake here on first down. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 30. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. Mixon with a first down carry. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up second and 9. At the 49ers, 26-yard line.
Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
On second down, Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
Let's get it.
On third down, McFarland. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw, Darnold. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Darnold from the gun. To Gabriel, middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 43. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. On the carry, it's Boone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 27, Darnold. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On the carry, it's Love. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here's Love again. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? This is Love. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Badgley's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Niners 31, Redskins 28.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on first down. It's Love. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And Darnold wants to throw the football. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Bryce Love, 48 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Right here. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Go. 9:55. 9:55. Hey, eat. I'm good.
Looking to throw. Dixon. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. On first down, it's Love, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 51, Mike. Mike 51. All day.
Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Niners, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A-plus final. Focus we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We are thrown out in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. Relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the left. Turn it up, y'all. Keep it flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Ready, set, steady, back. Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Keep it flow.
the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my win.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mahomes now on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. 9 catches, 105 yards for Tyreek Hill in the Super Bowl, and he likely had the biggest play of the game, wouldn't you say?
I would say so. 44-yard catch on 3rd and 15. Usually you're trying to just find enough space to get over the sticks, right? Get a 16, 18-yard gain, which is difficult in and of itself. But 44 yards on 3rd and 15. San Francisco had contained him so well throughout the game because you know what it's like with Tyreek Hill. When he catches the ball, you better surround him or he'll break a big one. Finally does it at the key point, and that starts the comeback for Kansas City. Paved the way for the first of 3 KC touchdowns.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
He's checking. Crash. Check 52.
Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 65 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs 7, Chiefs nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
56 the mark, boys. 56. Nice 7. Let's go. Get that quarterback at all costs.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Yellow. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Ridley. Watch twitch. 56. Mike. Yellow. Right there. 56. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his pass incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Mike, 56. Hey, 57, 57. Let's go, D. 56. Mike, right there, 56. Hey, I'm coming after you. Yellow. 26, check 26. Back.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 15. 56. Hey, 56. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes being chased out left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 58 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a tough combination to defend. You know Patrick Mahomes has the big arm, and he's got the elusiveness and the speed. So even though you force him from the pocket, he's still dangerous.
Bad idea, in my opinion, to force him from the pocket. Do everything possible to hem him in and make him make the throws from right there in the center of it. And look, we know he's got the big arm. You just noted that. But when he gets outside, it puts so much stress on your defense, trying to locate where receivers are, make sure you're covering them, and he can throw the ball the length of the field, so you just tell a receiver, just keep going. He'll find it, and he did there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But
this is caught inside the 15. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 61 yards.
Watch the screen. Shoot.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down, Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl, 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards of total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage Kansas City, advantage Damian Williams.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Wild Bill. Down top.
Snap coming at 1, and it's Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not that time for Watkins. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Mahomes now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And an alley to run. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They run. It's Williams. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
15. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Pick me up.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Mike, 56. 57. 56. On the ball. Kill. Tight 43. Play it.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
43. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You don't want this. He's crashing. 50, yellow. Watch out.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
This will be fielded at the 8. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Mike 56. Attack. Hey, me and you all day. Zoom, fellas, let's go. I'm coming after you. Switch. 15. Come on, let's right.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 71 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
I got him. Back's mine.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the screen. 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 Check.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, 49 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Next to score, Chiefs 24, Chiefs 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Mahomes now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 93 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Chiefs 24. Harrison Butker to kick off 14-2.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Check. Hey, 43, 15. 53, bravo. 53's the mic. 53.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
53, Mike, 53. Down to lose one. Hero 15.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Yellow. I'm going 80. 56. Let's go, hey, 43.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the ground, this is Williams. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the 17, Mahomes flush to his right. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now here's Mahomes, and this is caught by Watkins. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the fourth. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to throw on second down. Mahomes. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Now Williams. Chris Jones on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They run it again with Williams. Room here to run. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. Give him 53 yards on the ground. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Williams. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams in the final minute. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Number 53, Mike 53. Here we go. Yellow. Check. 53 forfeit. Check. 53 is mine. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Mahomes to throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10.
Attack, attack. 53, Mike. Let's put him on the bus.
Back to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw is Mahomes. This will be caught inside the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point right down the middle, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check. Yellow. Jim. Hey, yellow, go. Mike, 53, Mike.
One final try from Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Kansas City.
Let's hit the post-game tailgates and grab some of that barbecue.
Yeah, BBQ.